All right, so we're at 415 today. That's not bad. Down about 4 pounds since Wednesday. So, yeah. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Cole here in my car. As you guys saw, when I hopped on the scale, it was about 415 was my weight. I know kind of a significant drop since the last time I tuned in on Wednesday. It was about like almost 419, 420 when I weighed in, and then it was down to 415 as of today. I would say that realistically, I don't think I dropped 5 pounds in a overnight worth of exercise or anything like that. Especially since I worked out on Wednesday and today is Saturday. I took a couple days off because, it was just the Thursday was New Year's. The health club was closed and the gym was on reduced hours. So like it was on a modified schedule. So like normally I like to get up at like 4:30 and then get to the gym at like, 5:15, but the gym didn't open up until 7, and then all the New Year's resolutioners come, and then Friday was just actually pure laziness, and I didn't get up and go. And then after work that day, I went and got a haircut. As you can see, my head is a little bit shaved, not completely monk mode, so I didn't go completely bald, but I just figured I'd get a cleanup job and out with the old style, in with the new for the new year. And yeah, so I'm just gonna probably go over to the health club, get some mileage in, and this is gonna be kind of a mini-sode, I guess you would say. And I think what we are going to do, and what I plan on doing in the plan, not a Dutch Vanderleer plan if you played RDR or RDR2, but the general plan that I am thinking about going for is that on the weekends I'm going to do like 2 mini-sodes. So I don't want to like hit the gym all at once and like burn myself out every single day. So what I'm planning on doing is during the week, it's going to be like the standard episodes like you saw on Wednesday, the last day of 2025, where, I did a little bit of talking and then I drove a little bit, and then, it's going to be a more fulfilled kind of video, where on the weekends I kind of want to do these mini-sodes. I still want to do every day. I plan on doing some form of exercise. I didn't like how I felt on Friday, New Year's Day. What are you going to do? It's a holiday, what are you going to do? That whole thing is like, it's like working out on Thanksgiving. Like, are you really going to go and work out on Thanksgiving? Or are you really going to go work out on 4th of July? Like, there's nothing open. The gym ain't open, go every day but those days. So there's nothing I could have really did about that. But I was a little bit disappointed in myself, but I didn't go on Friday. But I took the minute and I was just like, all right, well, you missed one day, you didn't eat like a complete asshole, so here's the plan. We're going to work out those 5 days during the week, every day, weekday. You're going to get up, get a routine going. And then on Saturday, you're going to still going to go to the gym, do your mileage of whatever we can get in. And then, go do the rest of your errands you got to do. And that's just going to have to be what it is. And so what is the roadmap for the weight loss journey? I would like to be down to about 280 overall. Like that is like end goal, dream physique. And a lot of people say, well, take your dream physique and get halfway there. That is your first big goal. So whatever the halfway point between 420 and 280 is, I'm not gonna, you could do the math yourself, but I'd say the first big long-term goal is 350, is to get to 350. I haven't been 350 since, I want to say 2019, and it's 2026 now, so you could be the gauge of that. So when we get there, that's going to be the first big milestone. But I'm thinking about every 25 pounds will be a mini milestone. And every mini milestone, I think I might do something that is rewarding content wise. So when I lose the first 25 pounds, I think I am going to go do the Rocky Steps, because I do live in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. So that would be the biggest first thing to do, is to go do that. Then I think for when we were down, so I'll be like 395 for the first milestone. Then the second one would be 370. When I'm 370, I don't know, maybe we'll go to the Statue of Liberty. And then, you know, because New York's not that far. And I don't know, we'll plan at these things as they go along. Like, who's to say, you know, with all the money I save from not eating out, maybe I could go fly somewhere, do a day trip, go like, oh, all right, maybe I'll go to Florida and I'll walk around there and do like an extended weekend vlog there. And who's to say, we got endless potential with this. So I got a rough plan, I got a rough roadmap. And then, you know, there's going to be other goals in between, because, you know, when I lose weight, I want to go eventually back to martial arts, because before, when I was in community college, before I went to university, I was very into doing karate and doing jiu-jitsu. And, you know, I felt really good when I was doing that. And like, that was where I felt like I was in my Zen zone. Like, you know, I wasn't trying to do it to compete. I wasn't trying to be, you know, Billy Badass or anything like that. That is like my favorite form of exercise. I like to do the free rolling. I like to do the sparring. I like to do, you know, hitting the heavy bag. It's a good way to release some of that pent up aggression, anger, and stuff like that. And just that, you know, so there's something, just a certain je ne sais quoi it is with martial arts in me. Just, I grew up watching Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan and stuff. So I feel like that is the biggest goal I want to get to. And when I first hit that big milestone of being 350, I will be at the perfect weight, I feel like personally, that I could go and do it and stay relatively injury free, because I have tried to go back when I was like 380, 390, and, you know, I was sloppy on the mats. My technique looked like shit because I was carrying around too much weight, and it just didn't look right. It didn't feel right. And, you know, I was holding back my training partners and myself, and then I would wind up getting injured after like 3 weeks of hardcore doing it. And so I think 350, I'm doing the Italian, like, you know, you think this is easy, but I'm a bit rambling here. But so 350 is the first long-term goal. In between them, we're going to do 2 short mini 25-pound weight loss goals. So yeah, we're just going to keep taking it from there. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini rambling bit, and I'm going to catch you guys when I get to the gym. So yep, there we go. All right, so we just got to the gym. It is about 4:05. The gym closes at 5. But you know what? Some mileage is better than none. Sorry, that was just a car passing in the background there. But anyways, we're at the health club, and yeah, maybe I might do some check-in while I'm doing some miles. I'm just going to walk the indoor track. You know, something's better than nothing, but we got to just keep going, keep moving forward, get that blood circulating, and I will catch you guys on the inside or back at my car for some more reflective thoughts. As you can see, they're closing down the gym now. Hey, at least I got in and I got it done. So, yep, on to the next thing. So we got 2 miles and 2 miles and a quarter about. And that was a little bit less. Let's see how many calories I burned. 683. That is good. That's really good. Oh, meant to hit the reverse button, not the stop recording button. But anyways, yeah, we got 2.25 miles in, and we burned a little bit over 600 calories. We still got it in. We still consider it a successful day. So yeah, we survived our first Saturday in the fitness journey. So let's keep the good vibes going. I am your host, or this guy you're watching's video, Cole, your old pal Cole, aka the Nomadic Slauster, and I will check you guys in the next video. Thank you for staying tuned.